Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome in if this is your first time being here. This is Empowered Gems Tarot. My name is Melissa. This channel used to be called Tarot by Melissa, so if you've been searching for me under that name, then you are in the correct place. Today's reading topic is going to be answering the question, what are their next actions toward you, or what's their next move with regard to this connection? So we're going to take a look at where your person stands energetically with regard to any action they're planning to take toward you and what you can kind of anticipate next with regard to actions or energies they'll be embodying toward you in the near future. Getting into our disclaimers, keep in mind, everyone, this is a general collective reading on YouTube, so you may find that the messages don't necessarily resonate super specifically with everyone out there. That's totally normal. As a best practice, if anything that I say in your chosen reading feels confusing or doesn't feel like it really fits your personal situation, that's usually a sign that it's not your message. So just release that and let that go. If you guys did want to book a personal reading with me, the details on how you can book one will be linked in the description box down below, and you'll just visit my website and be routed to my storefront to look at all the reading options that I have. All right. So let's go ahead and select your reading. We have a choice between 3 different readings today. And what you're going to do is think about your person's next action toward you and select the deck or the crystal that you're feeling the most intuitively connected to, which will then take you to your reading. So if you're drawn to group number 1, we're working with a Waite Smith tarot deck, and then we've got this rose quartz. If you are drawn to group number 2, we have the magical Nordic tarot, and we have this little piece of firefly quartz. And if you're drawn to group number 3, we have the Yuletide tarot and this piece of lapis lazuli. Let's go ahead and take a deep breath and think about your person. Think about their next action or energy toward you. Go ahead and select the crystal or the deck that you feel the most intuitively connected to. And once you've made your choice, you can scroll down to the description box below to find the timestamp that will take you to your reading. See you there. Hey group 1, and welcome to your reading. If you guys selected this Waite tarot deck and this rose quartz crystal, this will be your message where we're looking into your person's next action toward you. So as always, remember these are general readings on YouTube, so they may not resonate with everyone super specifically. So if something doesn't feel like it fits your situation, that's typically a sign that it's not for you. The message is not for you. All right, so let's go ahead and jump in. I'm going to start by looking at where they stand energetically with regard to this connection at this time. So we have Koala Spirit. And we also have Trials, Sun and Sag. Okay, so where do they stand, group 1? So with regard to actions, you guys, I do think that this person right now might be in a more like leaned back, kind of still energy. And I almost feel like this person is embracing a mindset of what's meant to be will be. Because the koala spirit is about trusting that the universe will provide in divine timing when things are ready. So this could be like the mindset that your person is in. And it does seem with this energy here of trials that there are some sort of challenges at play in this connection. I do think specifically it has to do with distance, right? Like being at a distance from one another, or travel, or separation. I think that there is an energy of this person like wanting or desiring for the two of you to come together and to see one another in person. But there is an acknowledgement here that it would be difficult to do so for whatever reason. Now, for some of you, I feel like this person is actually really maybe in a tough place in their life as well. Maybe a little bit closed off, maybe a little bit mistrustful of this connection and just maybe life in general. You guys selected this rose quartz, which almost every time I get a rose quartz in a reading, There's some sort of underlying theme connected to self-love. So I think this person could be struggling with self-love or self-worth in some regard. And I also feel like this person might be kind of clinging or holding on to something in their life that they don't want to let go of, that they're not wanting to change. And it might be keeping them kind of stuck or stagnant, hence why they're not really able to come forward towards you in a meaningful way. We're going to see in a minute here. This is just kind of the state of mind that I see them being in. You see how this little koala is like holding on very tightly to this tree branch. The arms are crossed, blocking off the heart space. You know, this person could be leaning back their energy to take care of themselves, to protect themselves. Okay, so let's keep going, group number 1, and just kind of see what else we can expect here with regard to their next move toward you. So Spirit, what is group 1's person's next move or action toward them? And if no moves or actions are happening, what's the next energy group 1 can expect from them? Next move, please, Spirit, toward my pile 1 viewers. We have a 6 of Swords. So there is kind of a travel energy here. We have a Knight of Swords. And we do have a 4 of Swords in reverse with the 6 of Wands in reverse at the bottom. So I think there is probably something that this person is wanting to talk to you about. Just get a few more cards out on the table. What is pile 1's person's next move or action toward my pile 1 viewers? What's their next move, please, Spirit, toward my pile 1 viewers? Let's clarify the 6 of Swords. We have taking a chance. Clarifying this Knight of Swords. We have just so done. Clarifying this 4 of Swords, please, Spirit. We do have friend zoned coming out here. Okay, and then let me pull a couple of these energies. What's their next move, please, Spirit? We have long distance. So it's really clear that this person is thinking about the distance or travel that they would have to do to get to you. And we also have soulmate energy coming through as well. We do have a triangle coming up, so there could be third-party energy here for this person, or maybe just generally speaking, if you know that's not the case for you, this card just talks about choices and decisions that need to be made, or feeling pulled in multiple different directions. All right, guys. So I do see that there is some action coming up here. All right, so let's see. I think that this person's next action toward you is to kind of travel to connect with you guys. 6 of Swords is talking about travel. It's talking about movement, moving from something that feels stressful to something that feels more calm. So I think that this person is planning to take some sort of a chance to travel to you or meet up with you, move toward you energetically in some way. And there's something about doing so that feels like they're kind of taking a risk or trying their luck here just to kind of see how things will go. But I think with this Knight of Swords, there is some sort of an energy of them wanting to maybe confront something or talk to you about something. The way I'm feeling, you guys, is almost like they travel to you and they have like good intention of like moving toward you in a positive way, but then it feels like something shifts and it almost turns into like some sort of a confrontation or conversation where it causes them to feel like burnt out or stressed in some way, depleted. Because the Knight of Swords is a very confrontational sort of energy. It doesn't have to necessarily mean it's a bad thing, but it's being clarified by this energy of them feeling really mentally tapped and emotionally spent, physically drained, right? It might take this person a lot of energy to kind of get into this Knight of Swords vibe, because not everybody naturally shifts into that energy, right? But this is like an energy that can be a little bit combative at times. It can be kind of blunt or rash at times. And that's what's making me think like you guys, they travel to you and then there's something that you guys are talking about or discussing between each other that makes them feel a little bit drained, ultimately resulting in this person kind of deciding, all right, we're just still going to be friends. Maybe it's not like a romantic relationship for me, but we can be friends at this point. I think that I feel like whenever you guys do connect with this person in person, whenever you guys are traveling together, I do think that there is like an energetic pull here, like a really natural energetic pull. I do think that whatever happens when you guys see each other is going to have this person feeling maybe a little stressed with the Knight of Swords and the Four of Swords in the reverse. I think there is a little bit of stressful energy here, and also an energy with this Six of Wands of like, them feeling like they didn't come out victorious in something, or maybe feeling as though you guys don't give them the recognition or the attention that they thought that they would get from you. And that could also be playing into why they are putting you in the friend zone. But also remember at the beginning of this reading, you guys, with this rose quartz, I think this person is just naturally at this time kind of suffering with low self-esteem. You know, they've gone through something or they're experiencing something where they just don't feel really good about themselves. And so I think that they are operating from a place of low self-worth, even just like coming into this. The other thing too, you guys, with the Six of Wands in reverse that just kind of popped into my mind is, and this may not be for everyone, take it as it resonates, but sometimes when I see this card come up in reverse as somebody's feelings or actions, it can be when a person doesn't really feel like you add status to their life. Because this can be like a very shallow energy, right? Of somebody who wants to appear in a certain light. They want to look good. It's almost like the energy of, I want a trophy girlfriend on my arm and I want to feel like I'm successful in catching that person. So it's like either they don't catch you successfully when you guys meet and they feel like, you know, defeated by that. Or maybe when you guys meet in person, they kind of realize, I don't think that pile one is going to elevate my status in the way that I want, right? And that's not necessarily a reflection of you. That's just them and their own preferences and assumptions and biases. So let's keep going. We're going to go into the status deck next, and then we will close with some message cards here. So Spirit, tell us a little bit more about this person's energy toward my pile one viewers, their next action. What else can you tell us about their motives and intentions here? Yeah, you see, there's something that they're judging about this situation. I do think that this person is in a space where they care a lot about what other people think and how the people who surround them do or don't elevate their own status. Okay, so tell us more, please, Spirit, about this person. We have text buddy, texting and sending pictures, but that's about it. What else? We have romance. Your emotional needs will be met with this connection. Okay, what else? We also have fear. Fear of the unknown is why you're settling. We do have secretive. This one is hiding their real feelings. So yeah, this makes a lot of sense with what I'm seeing here with the closed off energy of the koala. Like, I do think that this person is afraid of trying new things, even though it does look like they are intending to move toward you and to take a risk. They are operating from a place of fear and low self-esteem at this time. Okay. And so they could be settling for circumstances that, they know don't fully satisfy them in their love life because they're scared to try something new. Okay, now for a lot of you guys, if you have been dealing with this person for a little while and this doesn't, like for some of you, I think this is a person that you guys have been dealing with for a long time. For others of you, it feels like it's a shorter, like a newer energy of trying to connect and meet up. But if you guys have had like a history of back and forth with this person, I think that they are afraid of fully letting you go, even though they don't necessarily feel completely fulfilled with this situation. So take it as it resonates. That may not be the case for all of you out there, but it's like they know with you, there's something about you that would support them romantically, right? I think they do enjoy any romantic attention that they're getting from you, especially over text messages, more surface level kind of stuff. And they see that maybe you're someone who is like a willing person to give them that romantic attention. Maybe your heart is open and ready to provide love. And I think that's why they're meeting up with you. I think they see, yeah, like pile one is someone that there's a potential there for a romantic connection. And so I think that they'll text you, you guys will set up some sort of meeting, and then you guys will travel to one another. But ultimately, I feel there's an energy here of like conflict or debates or just something that happens when you guys meet up that's going to have this person feeling a little bit like, this isn't the right fit for me. I don't think this is really what I'm looking for. So let's grab some message cards and then we will end your reading here, group one. So closing messages from group number one's person with regard to their next action, please, Spirit. We have, I don't know what you want. Yeah, it's like there's something with that Six of Wands where I see like them just feeling like they're not getting the praise and recognition that they want from you. We have, I don't know why this happened. I don't think that they're intending to have anything negative happen between you guys. I do think that they're in good faith moving toward you to take a chance and see how this visit goes. And we have, I can't do this. Yeah. Ultimately kind of confirming, this energy of them putting you in the friend zone or deciding that you guys are maybe better off as friends versus romantic partners. But look, we also have, I'm not financially stable here, which makes sense with that Six of Wands reverse. I think that this person, there's a lot of messages happening here, group one, but I think there's a lot of this person not feeling worthy, not feeling good about themselves, not feeling like they have enough to kind of show off to romantic partners, and financial issues could be part of this as well. So their next action in summation, it looks like taking a chance to travel to you to make plans, but then maybe ultimately coming to the conclusion that they don't feel you guys are a good romantic match, maybe just better off as friends, and lots of self-esteem issues that I see with this person. So let me know, group one. I know this probably wasn't the message you wanted to hear. I will say, at least there seems to be action happening. I know a lot of times when I do these readings, there's like no action happening. So it's good to see like there's some movement here. But comment below, please let me know if this did resonate with you, what's been happening with your person, and if you do want to continue to support my work, please do subscribe to the channel. Hit notification bells so that you'll be updated when I post new content, and do make sure that you check out my website where you can book readings from me. See you in the next one. Bye. Hey, group number 2, and welcome to your reading. If you guys selected the Firefly Quartz Crystal and the Magical Nordic Tarot, this is going to be your message. And today we're looking into your person's next move or action towards you. So, as always, remember this is a general collective reading on YouTube, so the messages may not be for all of you or super resonate with every single person out there. So, as you're viewing the reading, just make sure that you're checking in with yourself, and if something truly doesn't feel like it's for you, simply just release that and let that go. So let's start by taking a look at where your person stands energetically with regard to this connection, and then we'll dive into the tarot. So we have Rhino Spirit, overcome any obstacle. And then we also have attraction with the sun here. Okay, so very simply put, group 2, this person is definitely really attracted to you. I do think that they really admire you, but it feels like there is something that is holding them back from actions, or there have been some sort of obstacles getting to you that this person is perceiving at this time. And the Rhino Spirit is interesting because I kind of feel like this person, they may have a tendency to be a little bit, I don't want to say aggressive, but it's almost like giving me that, I'm getting a vision of when a rhino like charges, right? And so I almost feel like in their excitement to pursue you, they could come across a little bit like clumsy or aggressive, or they could be like missing the finer details of something here. And I do think that there is more beneath the surface, because this crystal that you guys selected, it actually glows and reflects differently under black light than how it looks here, just in the regular lighting. So even though like on the surface, what I feel is this person is like really attracted to you and they want to like charge toward you, there's something more beneath the surface. Like depending on how you look at things, maybe it's like daytime versus nighttime. The way they act could be a significant here. So let's just go ahead and get into the tarot. So what's their next move, Spirit? Group 2, what is this person's next action with regard to my Group 2 viewers? What's their next move, please, Spirit? We have the Hermit. Yeah, they're definitely really attracted to you. We have the 5 of Swords. And then we also have the Temperance card. At the bottom of the deck, the High Priestess. Okay, let me pull some oracles here. What's our next move, please, Spirit? Clarifying energy. Clarifying the Hermit. We have me and my ego. We have blowing bubbles. We have on guard. sleep on it at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, it's like with this rhino spirit and attraction, it's like I do feel like this person is wanting to like take a delicate approach to this situation, even though within them is this this tendency to charge forward without like giving something a lot of thought, or to maybe act on their more primal impulses. Let's keep going really quick. What's their next action, please, Spirit? Toward my group 2 viewers. We have the Ice Queen. And then we have Destiny. Okay. So for some of you guys, this person could be going through a divorce or maybe recently gotten out of something. But the other thing I'm getting from this is discernment, right? Like this person is definitely really attracted to you, group number 2, but there are a lot of indications here that they are trying to be cautious about their approach, and they are also in their head a lot about this situation. And I almost kind of feel like this person could be of the mindset that what's meant to be will be, right? So this is about action. So when somebody's in this mindset of what's meant to be will be, it kind of is when we're throwing up our willpower or free will to the universe and saying, universe will bring us together if it's meant to be. And I see like a lot of leaned back energy with this person where they're not necessarily taking a lot of overt action going forward. Part of the reason that they may not be taking any action or any significant action at this time is because of some sort of perceived obstacle here, right? And so like I've been saying, even though maybe their tendency is to kind of barrel through and just like do what they want anyway, there's definitely an energy with this high priestess of holding themselves back, and with the hermit as well, holding themselves back out of an effort to make a more cautious and wise decision here. This person is definitely thinking a lot about you. Group 2, I think that they are ruminating a lot about this connection. I see that with the 5 of Swords as well. I think they're ruminating a lot on this connection. They're in their head a lot about it. They're second guessing a lot of what they want to do. And so next action feels to me like an energy of them pulling back to reflect, because I'm noticing this little rabbit here, which is a sign of fertility, and I definitely think that there is a high level of attraction that they have for you, but it's almost like they are trying to zen themselves out so that they are able to not be driven by their attraction, right? I think they would like to come toward you, if they do, in a more, it's almost like they want to make sure that it's not just driven by sexual impulses. Because I feel them trying to like meditate on this for some of them. So with this 5 of Swords being here, I think when you do interact with this person in the future here, it's probably going to be very lighthearted with blowing bubbles. You might just connect with them here or there, right? And when you do connect, it'll be like a very lighthearted energy. You know, like if you bump into this person, if you work with this person, it'll be fun energy, because we do have fun times here at the bottom of the deck. But I still think that this person is not going to be totally vulnerable, right? I don't think with this 5 of Swords that they're going to be like letting you know how they feel or being really forward with what's going on with them. It's going to be a very surface level energy. And it's because, again, they're dealing with this inner conflict around what to do, what not to do. There's an energy where they feel they need to be discerning, but then there's another side of them that really wants to come forward and like pursue you, because I do feel that they're highly attracted to you. We also have the Temperance energy with on guard. So this person is very guarded, and I think that this person is planning to be very moderate. Like Temperance for me is also about practicing the skill of moderation. I think that this person has a tendency when they're really attracted to someone to like go all in really quickly. And with Temperance, it's almost like they are trying to be mindful and practice moderation when it comes to the connection with you. So I see a very slow moving energy. I see this person being very patient. I see this person really taking their time. I see this person continuing to be a little bit guarded in their dealings with you as we move forward, group 2. So let's keep going. We're going to now look at the status deck. So tell us a little bit more, please, Spirit, about this person and their actions and energy toward my group number 2 viewers. Okay, so wow, look at this. So we have spiritual connection. We also have just got out of something. Wasn't I saying at the beginning this person maybe just got out of a relationship, or maybe they just got divorced? So yeah, it definitely makes sense that they would want to protect their heart, you know, having gone through something like that. And then we also have walking away with unavailable at the bottom of the deck. Yeah. So you guys, I think this person is still probably healing from whatever they just got out of. You know, they are very into you in terms of like their physical attraction. And I think there is this desire to explore this connection further, but they still, I think, have other stuff going on behind the scenes connected to whatever they just got out of. There is a strong like spiritual connection. So I do think this person feels very drawn to you. And I think that that is scaring them a little bit. I feel like they're really in their head about, why do I feel so drawn to group 2? Like, why am I so attracted to group 2? What power does this group 2 have over me? Like, I feel a lot of them are seeing you as this high priestess as well, right? Like, they see you as very mysterious. They see you as someone who maybe has a lot of like knowledge or insight, but you're kind of introverted at times with what you know. They may also associate you guys with like crystals or like witchcraft or something like that. There's something very alluring about you because you're not necessarily putting it all out there and making yourself super like readily available to them, right? So they feel this pull and this attraction to you, and they are, with the Page of Pentacles, I think, very curious to explore more. But again, this feels like a very slow process moving forward. This person, we also have cheater energy here, which is making me feel like this person, maybe they got dumped because they were cheating on their spouse or their partner, you know, or maybe this is a lesson that they've had to learn in the past about like, okay, just because I'm really attracted to this person doesn't mean I need to go in like a bull in a china shop and just pursue it and blow up my entire life. You know, I think that there's a strong energy of restraint that I'm getting here from this person. And then we also have walking away. You know, what you want, you won't get it here. So there could be an energy of them feeling like, you know, they're not going to get what they want out of this situation anyway, because again, if this person is still in this cheater mindset of like being still tied or connected to someone else, but being kind of open to other options, I feel like they can also tell that you guys would not be into that type of connection. You know what I mean? You're showing as unavailable for them when it comes to engaging in anything that's like improper, if you will. So if anything, guys, I think it's almost like you're dodging a bullet with this person if they don't come toward you, because it almost feels to me like they're really holding themselves back from making an unsavory, dishonorable decision here. Because I think if they did come toward you, it would be like in this cheater sort of energy where they're not really available for anything, but they're pursuing you out of like raw passion and like wanting to hook up, you know? So in a way, I feel like it's kind of good that they're not coming toward you, because they definitely don't, I feel like they see that you're not going to give them that, you know? Now they could be kind of like testing the waters here a little bit when you guys do interact, just to kind of see with this on guard how far they can get with you. But I think ultimately, like you're giving the vibe that you're not engaging in that with them. So let's look at some message cards to close us out, group 2. Tell us a little bit more, Spirit, about what this person wants to say to my group 2 viewers as it pertains to their next action. I don't want to know. Okay, so there's something they're avoiding learning here about you or about the situation. Maybe they don't want to know if you're in a relationship with someone else, you know? We have, I feel so happy with you. So yeah, I definitely feel like they associate you with good times and like generally positive energy. That's probably part of the reason why they feel so drawn to you, especially if they just got out of a relationship and they've been going through a tough time, you know? We have, I miss hearing your voice. So there's definitely like your presence is definitely missed, you know, when you're not able to connect with this person. But yeah, kind of going back to this crystal group too, I just kind of feel like there's something about more being beneath the surface or needing to like shine a light, like a different type of light, or look at this person through a different lens or a different perspective. Because I feel like a lot of you guys have dealt with this person in one sort of way. And so you might view them maybe a certain way, maybe positively, whatever it is. But I feel like Spirit is saying like, because I've never felt the need to like describe how this crystal works before in any reading. So I do feel like there's a message about like looking at them from a different perspective, looking at like the darker sides, looking at how do they behave when no one is watching, if you have the ability to see that. Because I think it's going to tell you a little bit more. It's going to illuminate more for you a different side of this person versus... It almost feels like they are the type of person that has a really positive and sunny disposition in your eyes, because there are a lot of fun times that you share with them. But I think Spirit is guiding you to look deeper as it pertains to this person and some of their behaviors and antics that may go unseen if you're not looking at it through a different type of lens. So this is what I see, group 2. If this reading did resonate with you, please do comment below and let me know what's been happening with your person. And if you guys do want to continue to support my work, the link to my website is in the description box below. Please also consider subscribing to my channel and hitting bell notifications so that you'll be updated when I post new content. And I'll see you in the next reading. Bye. Hey group 3, and welcome to your reading. So today we're going to be looking into your person's next action, their next move toward you. And as always with readings like this, you guys, remember that they are general in nature. So the messages within may not specifically resonate with every single person viewing. So as you're viewing this message, if anything feels like it's confusing or just doesn't really feel like it adds up with what you know your situation to be, those are typically signs that those are not your messages and you just want to release those and let them go. Okay, so we're looking into your person's next action, their next move toward you. And we're going to start by looking at where they stand energetically with regard to this connection. So we have the Bobcat Spirit. Life is a mystery. And then we also have freedom with Uranus as well. Okay. So where do they stand with regard to their next move? So what I kind of see here, you guys, is someone who might be really abruptly exiting your life, or abruptly like cutting things off, or just generally like freeing themselves from something that they feel is no longer serving them. And with Uranus here, it's definitely something that's going to be quickly, like probably pretty quick, or something that you're not maybe seeing. It's unexpected, right? And I feel like this person is doing what feels most authentic to them at this time, because Uranus is that quirky energy of like being our best selves or being our most unique version of ourselves. And so we're going to see as we get more into the tarot, but like initially it just almost feels to me like this person might abruptly exit. And the reason I say exit is because you see how she's like cutting the picture in half and this person is the person she's with, and he's almost like leaving. He's getting into this wagon with his stuff and he's walking away, right? So there's something where I think the two of you are going to be separated. And I think that you guys may be left wondering, like, why or what's happening? Because with the Bobcat spirit, it's like this person may not necessarily be super forthcoming about why they're doing what they're doing. You all also selected lapis lazuli, which is like blue, associated with throat chakra and communication. It's not clear to me. We'll see, but it's not totally clear to me at this time whether or not this person is going to tell you all of the reasons why. Okay. I think that this person right now is making this decision out of self-care. Like there's something that I think that they need to be working on for themselves behind the scenes with regard to like self-love, self-respect, being authentic to who they are. And it could be that it's not even personal, right? It's more so just about them needing to free themselves of anything that could be getting in the way of their personal healing. Okay, so let's keep going. Group 3. What is Group 3's person's next move or action at this time, please, Spirit? What's their next action, please, Spirit? And as I'm channeling their energy, I almost feel like this sense of relief. Like they've been stressed out about a lot of stuff lately. All right, so we have a Four of Swords in reverse. What's their next action toward my Group 3 viewers, please, Spirit? We have the Eight of Pentacles. Oops, okay, and then we have a Nine of Wands and the Lovers coming out together with the Two of Wands here at the bottom of the deck. Let me just pull some oracles here for clarification. What is Group 3's person's next move or action toward them? This is interesting because I don't really see a clear separation here, but there is some sort of abrupt shift that I see happening behind the scenes with this person, whether they're revealing it to you or not. What's their next move, please, Spirit, toward my Group 3 viewers? Can we clarify the Four of Swords in reverse, please? We have the other. Okay, clarifying this Eight of Pentacles. Oh. And clarifying this Nine of Wands with the Lovers. What's their next action? The Screw. There's a lot of mixed messages here. I'm going to pull a couple of these and then we'll get into this. What's their next move, please, Spirit? What is this person's next move toward my pile 3 viewers? We've got long distance flying out of the deck. So maybe you all are at a distance from each other at this time. You don't live near each other or there's travel involved here. Let's see. We also have the mature woman. Okay, let me just like straighten us out here because it looks a little wonky. Okay. So, what is happening? This is just really back and forth, Group 3. I think that this person with this Two of Wands here at the bottom of the deck, I feel like they kind of have like one foot in and one foot out the door as it pertains to this connection. And I'm kind of seeing a lot of that energy here with the action because we have some indications of this person like making a move toward you, but we have other indications of them like leaving or pulling back their energy here. And so what I'm guided to say is that it could feel with this person like a lot of back and forth over the course of the next few months as you interact with them. We have the Nine of Swords here at the bottom as well. So this person is ruminating a lot. I think that they are stressed out. Yeah, remember how I was getting this like relief energy? It's almost like this person, I feel like when they think about like letting this go, they feel relieved. But then I also think that that makes it's like it's their this person must be like a Gemini or something. We do have Gemini energy here with the Lovers, but like they are double-minded, because I think leaving and breaking away from you stresses them out, but I also think the thought of fully letting you go stresses them out as well. They don't know fully what they want. Okay. This person could be in a leadership position. Maybe they are an entrepreneur, very business-minded. Maybe you guys work for them or something like that. There could be some sort of a conflict of interest here that's causing this person to kind of be in their head. And so it's interesting with Uranus and this Ice King, because there is, I feel like, this energy of detachment, or wanting to detach a little bit from the emotion of the situation and look at it more objectively. I kind of feel too with this like mature woman, this is like the socialite energy, connector, high society. You know, that's giving me leader or boss energy as well. Someone in a position of power, someone who might be concerned about their status in life, how others are perceiving them. And I think that is part of what is causing this conflict, because I see indications here that they want to move toward you, but then I see other indications where they're like really not sure about that. So let me just kind of read the energy in order here and kind of see the story that's being told. So we have the Four of Swords in reverse with the Other. So this person is at a crossroads as it pertains to their next move for you. And that makes sense with the Two of Wands, where we're kind of like in this space of like, what direction do I want to move forward to? This person, whether they're cutting it off with you or cutting, like there's something here where they're cutting someone off. Okay. I don't know clearly if it's a third party reading or if this person has someone else, or you guys will know, I think, if that's your situation, but there's definitely this energy of them being free from a partnership that's coming up. It could even be this person just wants to be single, but I do feel like they're attracted to you. They feel a connection to you with that Lover's energy. So I see them initially kind of observing you, and maybe that's kind of the energy this person has been in so far, where they've been kind of admiring you from afar. They've been kind of considering options around moving toward you. They're interested. And the Four of Swords in reverse is kind of about coming out of a period of reflection, right? So maybe as you guys are coming into this reading, you've already been separated from this person. Maybe there was already a sudden separation between the two of you. And if that's the case, I see this person wanting to come out of that. And with the Eight of Pentacles, work through something with you. Now, I do think for a lot of you guys, this person is a boss or some sort of a leader. We also have gossip energy here. So I think this person is worried. They are worried about what people are saying about them if they were to make a move. I think that there will be a period where you and this person are working together on something with the Eight of Pentacles. And it's interesting that this Eight of Pentacles is depicting gifts, and that this oracle card depicts a gift from the heart. So it's making me feel like they're going to get you a gift or something that's connected to work, right? But it might be that they're giving everybody a gift because that's what they're supposed to do as, you know, like your boss or leader in the organization. Like they can't be showing special treatment to you, even though I do think that they are interested in you. Then we have the Nine of Wands with the Lovers and the Screw being here. So I think this is speaking to their energy, you guys. This person, I think, is very guarded and protective over their energy. I think they're very guarded and protected over their reputation. Yet they do feel a connection and an attraction to you. And I think that they are aware that it's time to make a choice around what they're going to be doing with you going forward. I can almost see a scenario where you guys kind of end up together somehow in a situation where it's almost like you guys end up in the same place at the same time, but maybe it's not planned. And there's this moment where you have an opportunity to connect with them. They feel the connection and then they get scared, right? Because this screw energy is about like getting out of something, deciding we're not interested, like trying to avoid something. So the clearest thing that I see for actions, group 3, coming up here is I think they're going to give you a gift or just generally like be supportive to you, especially if you guys work with this person. They're definitely going to be supportive of you. They're going to be admiring you from afar, but I think that they're very cautious about any one-on-one time with you. Very cautious and mistrustful of maybe themselves and how they're going to act if they're alone with you, because I do think this person is worried about their status and worried about gossip and what other people might say. So let's keep going. Group number 3, tell us a little bit about this person's energy for my group 3 viewers and what's going on here from their perspective with their actions. So interesting. We have let's try this, wanting to put in the effort to see where things will go. I do kind of see that energy with the 8 of Pentacles. Let's see. Let me love you. I don't know what you're used to. Let me in. I'll show you something different. One more. Emotionally unavailable. Yeah. And then we have distant, which makes sense with the long distance energy. Like there's something that prevents you guys from being able to connect in a meaningful way here. So yeah, you guys, I mean, I do think that you and this person, I think that they are wanting to kind of see where things will go with you. I think they're willing, in terms of actions, they're kind of showing up here as wanting to work with you, put in the work, maybe open up a little bit and learn more about you. But there is an element here that they are not trusting something. And when I'm looking at this card, where did it go? Leaving quickly. Like it's almost like, yes, that's kind of echoing this Uranian energy. Like it's almost like I feel you guys are going to be having a period of harmony with them where their action is to be supportive, maybe to get you a gift, to work well with you, especially if this is your boss. But then there's like this decision that they make where they leave quickly. Maybe you guys end up in the same place at the same time together. It could be something small, right? Where like you guys end up at the same place at the same time together. They feel that connection, they get scared, and then they just bolt. But I also think for some of you, it could be something bigger where like they maybe leave the company, they leave the organization you work for, they leave in a bigger way that's not expected here, which makes them emotionally unavailable to you. Or maybe they just leave, they take time off or something like that, you know? Because I do feel like this person is burnt out. I do feel like this person is stressed. I feel like they have a lot on their plate, a lot on their shoulders, with all these bags that they're carrying. And something that they're doing is not sustainable here. And we do have a lot of indications of travel and expansion where this person is like wanting to feel like they're in a place living authentically, you know? So, let's just grab a few more cards to close us out. Tell us a little bit more, please, Spirit, about this person's next move or action toward my group 3 viewers. What do they want to tell them? You broke my heart. Interesting. I hide my feelings. Yeah, they're hiding it under this practical, like, work energy. I'm in a committed relationship. Well, that makes sense. So, yeah. So for some of you guys, this could be, the lovers could be signifying that they have someone else and they're like comparing you to this person. And that would make a lot of sense as to why they're not emotionally available for you, because they have this attraction and I think they want to reconnect with you or stay connected to you, but they don't trust themselves around you because they're in this relationship. And with that mistletoe here, it's like I feel them being very attracted to you, like being very caught unawares by, like, it's almost like I feel you guys are put in a situation where the two of you come together and they're not really maybe expecting that, you know? And something about your presence feels like worrisome to the security of whatever relationship they're in. Now, for some of you, this may not be literal that they're in a like a marriage or like a real committed relationship. This could be talking about the workplace, right? Like if this is a boss or someone like that, you know, that could be what they're worried about, is their reputation and their relationship and reputation at work. But they're definitely saying they hide their feelings, which we see. And there is an energy of like being heartbroken here. So I don't know if there was some sort of disconnect or disagreement between you two that they're wanting to kind of work on with you to repair with that Eight of Pentacles, or if they're already kind of coming into this with a broken heart because of another relationship or connection that they're in. Maybe this mature woman is someone at work, you know, or maybe their partner, someone that they're concerned about their status in this person's eyes. And that's all kind of playing into how they act toward you. So their next action, group 3, it feels like they're observing you from afar, admiring you from afar, putting an effort into something that you guys are working on, whether it's the relationship or something at work. But then I feel this shift, like a sudden shift here where they're like, nope, I can't do this because I'm in a relationship. Or nope, I can't do this because of my reputation at work. I'm afraid of what people are going to say. Like there's something that they're hung up on here, even though they feel that connection with you. They're avoiding going deeper. Okay. So this is what I see, group 3. If this did resonate with you, please comment below. Let me know what's been happening with your person. And if you do want to continue to support my work, please do subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bell so that you will be updated when I post new content. And you can visit my website at the description box below if you wanted to book a reading. See you in the next one. Bye.